Well, here I am, cooking my chicken gizzard stew, or at least trying to, in peace. Trying to just be done, because I already said something today. I already told y'all something today. Why am I here? Why am I here? So clearly, there is something urgent. Because I have to say it now. Otherwise, I'm going to be so full of frustration and distraction that I won't be able to do what I'm doing. So, me being mean, me being upset, like it's your fault. 525 on my oven watch. As I say this, all right. So look, hi, happy day. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marion. I'm intuitive. I speak with angels. I read numbers. If you're seeing my face, it's because you're meant to hear some type of message from me. And specifically, if you're seeing my face now, it's because you're supposed to see this message like because something is happening like very soon. Like New Year, new you, no joke. And whenever I'm So in numerology, there are attitude numbers, attitude cycles, all that stuff. Everybody has an attitude number. Everybody goes into these things. You are meant to prepare for a large shift of getting the life that you want, and that's going to be really hard for you because you've kind of had like a life where there's been a lot of issues, like not to read you or anything, but to read you, there's been a lot of issues. And so you are destined to have this relief. I am cutting garlic with my hand. I could do one thing at a time. You're right. I could do that. Or I could just have giant pieces of garlic in my stew. And that's what's happening. The 525, if you're seeing it often, it's probably because you are about to be expanding into a bunch of new things. 5 is about expansion, 5 is about change, 5 is about growth. It's about travel. It's about impulsiveness. It's about, you know what? I worked my ass off, so I'm going to relax now. So I'm going to relax because I worked my ass off. So one, you're being told to relax into it. Relax into what the gifts are for you. This is what God has planned for you in a different way in a way that you're going to feel comfortable accepting a gift, honestly. It's not because, oh, all of a sudden I won the lottery. Because you're kind of the type of person who wants to work hard. You're not somebody who just wants to, like, all of a sudden have riches handed to them. You want to have a reason why you have the riches. And maybe that's because of whatever, issues that happened in your childhood that made it to where you could only, whatever, feel like you are worth anything if you're earning something. I mean, that's just society, honestly. Either way. So you're seeing this now because it's important for you to accept the energy. Because otherwise you're going to be forced to accept the energy. You will be sat down. But you can also just tell the universe, you don't got to talk to me like that. You don't got to be mean to me. I'll listen. But if you're seeing 525 often, have some fun. Have some fun. I know it's really hard for people to have fun nowadays. Bills gotta be paid, people gotta be taken care of, mouths gotta be fed, and all the things. These are all very true. These are all real things. We know. You know what else has to be done on the list of do's? Is take care of your spirit. Is take care of your soul. And if you lead with that first, everything else is just a little bit easier. I'm hearing eat the frog. Eat the frog. In the morning, first thing you do is do the hardest thing. Do the thing that's weighing on you most. Or whenever you first wake up. It doesn't have to be in the morning. You might work a night shift for all I know. But doing the hardest thing first. And even if you can't do it every day, just doing it once a week, is good. It's nice. Just little by little. Like, are you noticing that? And there's things that you can notice in yourself to know if you're in the state that you want to be in. Are you good spirits, essentially? And it's hard to recognize these things because awareness is not necessarily associated with intellect and intelligence all the time. And so sometimes we have certain education levels. Like, my vocabulary is quite limited. So I am still limited to the amount, I have a good vocabulary. English is my one spoken language. But I still have limitations in vocabulary. There were still times that even in my journey of spirituality that I realized different things about words. Like, I had heard the word frequency all the time, and I'm thinking radio frequency and all of that, and I had heard the word frequent all the time. And because I didn't really learn language by writing it down or like through school, I learned it by listening to people and observing people and then mimicking. I didn't quite make that connection yet. And then once those dots were connected and understanding frequency and frequent and understanding, for me, the comprehension of how frequently something happens or how frequently a wave pattern is formed or how frequently I feel something could then align with frequencies of higher vibration or lower vibration, just what the frequency is. And being aware of that. And so that limits some type of comprehension sometimes is what we have been taught. Our intellect can limit our comprehension sometimes, while also helping it. It's both sides. It's all the same thing. Everything is possible. It all depends on your journey specifically. So I'm hearing stuff about throat a lot because of the things that I listen to, the people that I'm hearing. My guides are talking about throat stuff and speaking into things and saying what has helped me in my journey as I really embarked on getting closer to my intuition that I had felt so far from because of what I had been through. And so in doing that, I stumbled upon Astral Doorway. It's a YouTube channel. And started really just kind of going through all of their videos in that page. And that was a couple years ago. And one thing that has really helped me, and a practice that I still maintain and then even spread to people a lot, is the use of your voice in order to meditate and activate and align your chakras or these points in your journey as God moves through your body. This is going to get pretty esoteric. So I'm assuming that if you're here, it's because you're going to be able to comprehend this. And if you don't, that's okay. This might come up for you again, or maybe you're just meant to hear it this time and you'll hear it another time and it'll make more sense through someone who has a better way of explaining it for your soul and for your mind. So there's a story that we tell ourselves, and that's what Christianity, the Christian Bible, is really great about doing, is telling that story that we tell ourselves through our chakras. And if you're seeing this, you probably already know about these things and how all of those things and Christ consciousness and all of that are all connected. Gnostic stuff. So there's stories that we tell ourselves. And the Bible is one of the most popular stories to tell ourselves in order to reach that point of closeness to Christ consciousness. Of course, as humans, as we do, we tend to pervert things. We tend to, and really, whenever I say pervert, it's really convenience, and that's really what we tend to pervert things with is with convenience, not being able to wait for things, kind of stuff. And so everyone doesn't get to tell themselves the exact same story in order for that to click with their intellect, especially if we are not at the point of awareness that we can really start to comprehend these scriptures for ourselves and then dig deeper into the numbers and all of the things that are there. So working through your chakras, which I'm sure you already have a little bit. I'm sure you already have experienced some of this a bit. And then understanding what clicks for you, for your story to tell yourself, to move the father down to the mother, to move the king down to the queen, and then bring her back up to the kingdom. And so, in doing so, as you're able to tell yourself this story, there is a story that I like to tell myself to help with meditation, and it is the song Distance by Cake. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. He's all alone, or she's all alone in her time of need. So, whatever story you have to tell yourself, and there might be multiple stories that you tell yourself in order to create that connection of the divine masculine, the divine feminine that we have in all of us, and then find grace to give yourself. And then the strength to let go of the parts of you, to let go of the yous and the I's that have been really leading you with fear in any way. And I think that you know that. I think that you have already been feeling that energy, because that's what it feels like whenever I feel like I'm connecting with you, is that you've been really feeling like this is different, like you're more prepared. 538 538 on the clock and 350. So that's an 888, a little sneaky 888 for you right there, which is a 246. So you're destined to have a stable love within yourself without seeking out outwardly, without seeking it from anyone else. You really feel confident in it. And of course, being in a relationship or not in a relationship, both, because even being in a relationship, we're still seeking validation from our partners. You're at this point where you're like, look, if you love me, you love me. Because I love me, goddammit. Alright, excuse my language. Anywho, I'm gonna finish cooking. I feel better now. I'm gonna eat my gizzard stew. I'm gonna try it and taste it and see if it hasn't, probably need some stuff. Much love, y'all. And Happy New Year. In the meantime, you keep a lookout for the numbers and stay synchronized.